The Call of the Magician is really getting crazy. Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more kind of, oh boy, quarter century magician cards. Well, you know, the quarter century dark magician girl, $200. I never would have guessed that I'd be seeing this, you know, years later. Dark Magician Girl, quarter century art A, $100 on up to $115. Well, you know, this is going to be a lot of the theme in today's Market Watch. We're going to be watching a lot of these particular cards just gaining value over time here. Oh, look, it's $80 or $90 for near mint. This one is $60 right now for near mint, which is not bad. We've already seen how bad this was getting. DMOX, surprisingly kind of cheap, actually. Quarter century LOB art, $43, $50. There's not, I mean, this one's $30. Sad, actually, because this art was actually kind of nice. Arcana has actually been getting bought out, and this isn't really much of a surprise, right? This is probably one of the most unique Dark Magician arts in the entire game, and we all figured that this would be one of the first ones to go. But in terms of collectability, he's really just getting the chance to take the back burner. Magician Soul's coming in at 30s. We've got another Dark Magician Girl, 20. Actually, that one's up. The nice art, these are only 21. I'm actually surprised about this. This one's actually very, very cheap. And then, of course, the one from the anniversary tins. This one's also going up. These are 13 on up to like $18 right now. So pick your Dark Magician that you want. This one's, you can get a mod for like 15. Dark Magician Girl from the tins, also 15 bucks. Wow. These are really starting to gain some traction. 15 on the, this one's probably the cheapest looking one at 15. It's actually kind of sad. Oh no, I lied. There's another one back here at 11. And then this one is $5 from the Legendary Collection 25th. So I know it's a lot of Dark Magician this, Dark Magician that, but collectors are screaming for this stuff, man. Evening Twilight Night. I guess we're going even further beyond with this. Keep in mind, we do have Blackluster Soldier support coming around the corner. And a Blackluster Soldier monster ritual summon using this card gains the effect of once per turn, target a monster your opponent controls, banish it. And once per turn, banish a random card from your opponent's hand face down until the opponent's next end phase, which is actually not bad. But, you know, if this card is banished from your graveyard, you can add a ritual monster from your deck to your hand. We've seen that a lot of decks do want this because this is another Habagiri searcher. You know, we're all coping still on Habagiri this, Habagiri that. And this card still, you know, allows you access to those little fun, cheesy lines. This one is freaking hilarious to me. First of all, low rarity, repair Genex controller. I don't think anybody's going to rush out here and build this because one Veiler, one Ghost Mourner shuts this entire card off. This is probably one of the cheapest cards available out of this set. And you have had no sales. The last sales you had were 1 month ago. Actually, more than a month ago, February 1st, at $5.35. And I guarantee you that was just somebody wanting to pick up a copy of this to be able just to play the deck for fun. My problem still remains with this card. It is a cool card. It's great, but when you slap the you can only special summon one of these once per turn this way, and the fact that if your opponent does anything to mess this card up, you automatically, you'd stop playing the game. It was designed a little bit too fairly for its time. Ghost Bells. Well, we got a hand trap going up here. I don't know why you'd be necessarily shocked about this. $80 on Starlights. Wow. The Dual Devastator boxes are $69 a piece. QCR bells at this stage have reached 58 on up to $65. And they're still going. All right. Secrets, we've already seen her hitting 12s. Platinums have gone even further beyond. Now we're at $19 on the buyout train for that. Okay, sure. I can get PURs at least for 5s. Those are getting low. The alt arts from Dual Dev are still, it says $4. Yeah, you're about $4 after shipping. That's kind of crazy, actually. The golds also have a price tag at $3 to $4. You know, when you look at some of these like niche gold rares, it really does put into perspective like how some of them actually have aged pretty decently. throughout time, and they're doing all right. Yeah, every single copy of Ghost Bell, minus like the commons and the lower rarity versions. The Phantom Revenge rares down here, a whole 23 cents. Yeah, I would say keep an eye on these. Obviously, you know, people want higher rarity cards. The higher rarity cards are going to be worth more. It's just how it happens. Fiend Smith. Are we really surprised to see that, like, the big guy here still, like, $95, $103? Are we shocked about that? Because we really shouldn't be. Like, that one's doing fine. Tracks, on the other hand, these are $100? That's not surprising. $59 copies of Requiem. And then regular tracks down here are $34. If you are wanting to build Fiend Smith anything, just as like, I mean, this is why people were kind of going towards Sanct, and I don't really blame you for that. Well, one, because this does trigger Droll, which sucks. But there's also the fact that, like, you can kind of build around this. You know, like, even the base rares are the 16, or the 10 versions. Brain, please. $30. That's crazy. At least the Requiems are half of that price. Yeah, these are like $11. Yeah, Fiend Smith, such an expensive quantity. And like I said, I understand why people were... So you can even get the secret reprint for $5. So yeah, it's just tracked. I don't blame people for wanting to play the other version. Sanct is just way cheaper and more affordable. Malong. Well, you know, Genesis is about to get this card punched out of the format, or at least a point restriction on it, because, you know, Konami's philosophy, we have to fix the format because we don't like, you know, what everybody's playing. But right now, you know, Harmonium is coming. Alright, this is going to be a card, and I'm going to say this now, because somebody in my Discord was talking to me, they're like, Robbie, please, mention cards that you're gonna want to have as we're going into, you know, the future for Harmonium. Well, this one right here, this is it. This bad boy, it's got a dragon on it. You can ride it. It'll get you every place you need to be. Bada bing, bada boom, bye. No, I would go with the common version down here. Good news is 40 cents for a one of that you can toss into your deck as, you know, a card to kind of assist you with some of the problems coming. Seems decent to me. And Barbaros, really. All right, well, I guess the Beastie Boy himself has got to have a little bit. You know, we're looking at there's only 4 listings for near mints right now. This Bubble Tea Cafe has 10 of these. Feedback's not too great, but all right. Top Table Gaming here has a one at $11, and then this goes up to $30. You know, I can't say that, like, you're gonna get a near mint if you buy a near mint, but this is definitely a good card to want to be having. Sagi M Punisher, look, another card worth the conversation of having as time goes on. I mean, these are $8 right now. I love the drop off boop into the 0 category. But yeah, these have been going up pretty quickly. Once again, I mean, you got to look at Harmonium. Everything that Harmonium is doing seems like it could have a place and impact on today's meta. Yeah, a lot of people picking those up on 3-3. All right. We've also got Glow Bloom. Oh, wow. First of all, this little guy getting a little bit of traction here, starting off into like the $2 to $3 category. How many of these have actually sold, though? All right, yeah, we've had a decent amount of movement on these. To be fair, though, it's all zombie hype. Like, I don't blame people for looking at this and getting a little bit excited for seeing zombies coming back. It seems fun. Mystical Rev Panel. Well, you know, this card already is, like, extremely weird, but the only first edition copies on the market are at $100 a piece. That's a fun little one for you. And then we've got Trap Dust Shoot, $385 for supers. We've got dual terminals now being bought off the market with 4 listings. Yeah, I'm not surprised about that, coming in at $50. Every copy of this card, even like the commons, are still crazy. Well, you know, it's a good card. Always will be and always shall be. So what do you guys think about everything happening within today's market? It's definitely something. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And you guys put a little smile on your face and have a good rest of your day, all right? Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.